Well, back here at Chatswood on Sydney's North Shore, financial planner Tim Mackay has kindly agreed to stay with us. And Tim, there's an issue that's really grabbed the attention of your profession at the moment, and that's the federal government's proposed opt-in for financial advice, where customers agree to continue receiving the advice, and more importantly, every 2 years they agree to continue paying for it. On the surface, that seems very reasonable, so why are so many financial planners against it?
I'm not sure, Andrew. I mean, to be honest, most professions work on an opt-in basis. If you think of doctors, lawyers, accountants, each year the client will approach them and seek their services. There is no automatic assumption that that professional will keep charging them without the client even deciding to opt into their services. So I'm a little bit unsure as to why our industry, which is evolving towards professionalism, has a problem with it. For a client to be asked every 2 years whether they want to be continuing with those services seems eminently reasonable to us.
So what's your understanding of how opt-in will work?
At the big picture level, as I said, it will be a requirement that the advisor asks that client every 2 years whether they want to retain those services. At the administrative level, the detail is yet to be spelt out. So, for instance, whether a letter, a signed letter, whether a returned email, whether it's a returned SMS text will suffice. Those are the sorts of questions we need to drill down on to get to the bottom of that.
There are some people suggesting that this opt-in system will cost hundreds of millions of dollars to implement. To my untrained eye, I can't see that. Can you?
Well, to my trained eye, I can't see it either, to be honest. Financial planners already have systems in place to monitor, under the anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing requirements, to monitor a client's ongoing ID, which effectively expires every 2 or 3 years anyway. So to leverage off those existing systems to put a new system on top of that that monitors a client's ability to opt in, to us, the marginal cost of that, there's no way that it can potentially come to those amounts that have been bandied around.
Even at its most formal, it would just be a standard form letter that you just bring out and put in front of a client, wouldn't it?
Exactly right. Now, for a start, if an advisor's not seeing that client every 2 years, I'd question as to what the service they're actually providing. B, even if they're not seeing them every 2 years, there could be legitimate reasons. The person could be travelling, they could be living long distances. To send a letter and to have that letter replied to within a 2-year period, seems reasonable to us.
Now, the cynics say that there'll be commissions lost and revenue lost. Have you seen any evidence of that?
I wouldn't say it's just cynics that say that. I'd say realists say that certainly will be the case. Lost commissions, lost revenues, certainly. That cost is a real cost. There will be a lot of business, passive business, or a transaction-based passive business where advisors perhaps saw someone a number of years ago and they're still retained or still receiving an income trail from that. That is not providing them a service. That is just bringing in a commission. If that ceases, that's good for professionalism of financial planning, and it's good for the consumers who are paying for a service they may not necessarily be receiving.
So is that the crux of the matter, that probably old-style financial planners who have a business built on trailing commissions can see those commissions disappearing and they don't like the future?
I think that's the elephant in the room that the industry perhaps doesn't like talking about too much. Certainly, I think they will suffer. I think those advisors who rely on that old commission-style structure will suffer. But advisors who have a relationship with their clients, who have a strong ongoing relationship, professional advisors, they'll benefit. It'll be great. It'll increase consumers' trust of our profession, and it will increase the professionalism of financial planning. It's win-win.
So in your view, opt-in will be good for customers?
And it'll be good for the professionalism of financial planning.
Tim Mackay, thank you very much for those insights.
Cheers, Andrew.
Opt-in is meant to start next year, but the debate, it seems, still has a long way to go. Well, that's all for this edition of the Finance Quarter. As always, if you'd like to watch any part of the program again, you can find us on the ABC News website. Just go to the business page and click on the Finance Quarter icon. And if you'd like to contact us, we're on Twitter at the address on your screen now, or you can drop us an email at thefinancequarter@your.abc.net.au. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Finance Quarter.